Tonight, we're drinking Barrell Bourbon Cask Strength.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another Tiller's Bourbon Challenge. We've got Richard, Randy, and me, Katie. So here we go.
All right, like I said, tonight we're drinking Barrell Bourbon Cask Strength. This is batch 031, a blend of straight and straight bourbon
whiskeys.
Yeah, it's 29,829 bottle, 6-year age.
Well, that's the age of the lowest barrel they blended in there. So just some information. A couple months ago, I was down on vacation at the beach and went by the ABC store and saw that up on the shelf, and I'm like, don't see that around here on the shelf very often, if ever. And I picked it up, $110 bottle, just FYI, if you're curious. And we had planned on getting this done a few days ago, and I was looking on something online, and they already came out with batch 036. I'm like, well, where's this thing been? And I went back and looked, and the earliest review I could find on this was back in December of 2021, and it was on the shelf June of 2023. So where this bottle was for a year and a half, I have no idea, but it had to have been in a back room somewhere.
Yeah, I have theories, but yeah, it's just a theory.
So it's been nicely aged.
It's been aged another year and a half since it came out in the bottle.
Yeah.
So looking forward to it. Now, it's age stated 6 years, but that's the lowest of all the different barrels they put into it. It's 111.2 proof, and one of the things I love about Barrell Bourbon is the company they're very transparent on what each barrel consists of, what each bourbon consists of. This one right here, this is off their website. Batch 31 is a blend of 6, 7, 10, 15, and 16-year-old barrels. The blend was built around the sweetness in a group of 99% corn bourbon barrels. So very high corn. That's like just straight corn whiskey. I think the other 1% is like malted barley. 1%.
1%.
So it's not true corn whiskey, because true corn whiskey is 100%, but it's close enough.
Right.
And then they had a group of wheated bourbon barrels that they put into it, and then they bridged those two groupings with a 15 and 16-year-old barrel. And finally, a selection of 10-year-old barrels was added to bring notes of milk, chocolate, and tropical fruit. So it's
Sounds wonderful.
got a lot of information about all of their barrels.
And it is sourced.
Right. It's sourced out of
It says on the back, distilled in Indiana, Kentucky,
and Tennessee. Yep. And they're saying that the Tennessee's Dickel, from what I've heard.
I would assume that Indiana's MGP.
Yep.
Usually is.
It is, I'm sure. But yeah, there's speculation that the ones from out of Kentucky is Brown Foreman, which also does Old Forester, by the way. So
and several others.
Yeah. But that's kind of like big one that everybody knows about. But yeah, very interesting stuff about it, and they always put a lot of good information about their stuff. They're very transparent. I love that.
And this will be the first time we've done a Barrell Bourbon bottle on our show, so it'd be new to all of us.
Yep, working on it. It's a brand new bottle, ain't been opened yet, so it'll be a fresh neck pour.
Fresh cracked neck pour.
And let's see if we can get this thing open.
That's the way we like to do it on this show. Yeah, okay, good, open. Wasn't much of a pop, was it?
No. I can already smell the ethanol on it. I'm
Yes.
just opening it, it's 6 inches from my face. I'm like, whoa, that's gonna be.
Now, in reality, you may want to open it up, let it air out. But
Give it let it breathe for a minute.
right. But on this show, we like to let you know that, hey, we're opening it, and this is our true open it for the first time.
me do that's got a very golden amber
I was about to say
color
that.
to that.
Yeah, a lighter amber color,
Mm-hmm.
like honey.
Yep.
Might want to swap with me. I think a bit more on that one.
Yeah, it's a generous pour. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I had to I wanted to put a little bit more in there so when we added some ice
Yeah,
to
you're
it.
gonna have to give me some more in a minute when we have ice.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, we'll put more in there.
Spin this around a little bit. Oh, I
Not much of a film. I mean,
No.
a slight film, but not as thick as some others that we've had.
that might be due to those 99% corn
That
barrels.
yeah.
'Cause that's going to be
Yeah.
it's going to be kind of thinner.
It's got a good color though, a good amber color to it.
I think it's a little light.
I don't know if this is filtered or unfiltered. It's probably filtered, I'm sure.
A lot of heat. When you give it a whiff, it's a lot of heat.
It's got a great smell though, really does.
Each batch is unique.
Meaning that if you were to buy another batch of this, a different batch, it's going to taste totally different. That's how a lot of them. That's why I like the batch ones like this, all together. Because you're getting a unique flavor you're not going to have, but again, maybe.
As far as smell, I smell cinnamon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Get a little cinnamon, a little nutmeg.
Smells a little bit like bananas.
I was thinking either banana or kind of vanilla right in between.
Mm-hmm.
Got a great smell. And there's
And
another.
it's got a sweet oak smell too.
Yeah. There's something else I can't quite hit what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't think I'm getting. I think I'm getting apple. Is what the fruit I'm getting.
I can see
like
that.
a buttery apple. I don't know. It's weird.
It's got a lot of great smells to it. Yeah, great smell all the way. I would put the smell up there, up high with a lot of them. All right, we'll try it out.
It's good. It's got a punch. The roof of your mouth and all the way in the back, and the nose.
Yeah, you can definitely taste that 117 proof. Or 112, I'm sorry.
Yeah, 111.2. Yeah,
It's a.
that's going to be strong right now but the strength is not overcoming the sweetness to me.
No.
Still tastes a good flavor all the way
It's
through.
got a great flavor. It's just had that punch, and I like the punch. It's got a heat that's still lingering on the back of my throat. Several seconds in, it's still got that same heat lingering. It didn't wane. It didn't wane.
That heat is up front and all the way down.
Yes, that would be a good congestion bourbon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Clears your sinuses.
Sometimes some bourbons have the heat up front, and by the time it goes down the throat, it's waned. This hasn't waned. But it's not overpowering. None of this is too strong
It's right where you want it for that proof.
Yeah.
And the flavor is still flavorful all the way through. I can taste
Yes.
it from the very beginning all the way to the very end. And it reminds me of some bourbon I've had before, but I can't think of my.
The flavors are consistent throughout. When I
Right.
first tasted it,
Right.
and all the way down the throat, they're the same flavors.
Yep.
They didn't change or wane or, the same.
Yep, the finish is the same
Yes.
as it is to
Thank you.
begin.
That's what I couldn't articulate.
Yeah, that was great.
But it does. I mean, you feel it all the way through. That doesn't bother me any.
Even the second, third step still has a great flavor all the way through it.
And they're still in the same punch.
Yes. So far, I'm liking this a lot.
I do too. It's good.
And you can taste the oak in there,
But not
But
much. It's not overwhelming.
but it's not overwhelming. Exactly.
Right.
It's not any kind of harsh oak. It's a good sweet
Yes.
oak.
Mhm.
Yes, this is a very flavorful all the
Yep.
way through.
And I'm getting a little.
Wow, that's a great
I'm
smell.
not sure which one. I'm thinking orange. I'm getting
Yeah.
an
I
orange
didn't taste chocolate.
citrus.
And I didn't
Yeah,
taste
I'm
leather.
not tasting any chocolate.
I'm not tasting any leather, but
No,
What about
which is a good thing.
yeah.
like an orange peel almost?
Yeah.
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 I'm tasting that as
little
well.
hint of orange to it.
You're gonna have to give me
It's
just a
good enough.
slight bit more.
Yeah, I'm about to pour some more in mine too, because
You had plenty.
I'm sipping
You
neat
cheated me.
a little more than I thought I would.
Yeah, it was
That's good.
It's very good.
very good, and I'm very curious what ice will do to this. Will it run it, or will it make it better? Sometimes it does, sometimes it don't.
Only one time have I ever said ice either didn't change it or made it better.
Yeah.
That's my personal opinion. I like
Yeah.
everything neat. So I'm
Yeah. There's
betting
been,
I'm gonna like it better neat.
there's been
Yeah.
some where
I could be wrong.
we've had it, and we like, okay, ice run it, or made it better. And there's been a couple, like that old elk we had at the time, it didn't change it one bit.
Not at all.
It just made it colder.
Exactly.
We're gonna have to dig around in the ice to get the ones that aren't stuck together.
Uh-oh.
Or here, I'll just put them in water. All right.
I'm just hoping that, because the oak neat is very smooth
So,
and gentle. It sounds kind of weird, just saying how gentle my bourbon is, but it's but I'm hoping it does not bring out the oak too much, because that happens a lot
yeah.
when you put ice on it. It
Yes, it does.
brings out the oak flavor.
More than any of the other flavors.
Kind of
Right.
waters down more the taste that you really like tasting.
Yeah, the sweet tastes get dropped. And,
Yeah, it gets overwhelmed by the oak.
yeah,
I think I can already kind of smell a little more oak.
Yeah.
I can too. Smells more like pecans.
And I have read online in the last few days, that a lot of people are saying this is best with a few drops of spring water added to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, a lot of
Okay.
people will say that. There's been a couple of them like that. Just a few drops. Not a splash, just a few drops.
I never drink like that though.
Yeah.
Me neither.
It's either ice or no ice.
Yeah, it did tone down some of that sweet smell. The ice did.
Yeah.
It brought out the oak. And that's mostly what I taste. And orange peel a little. Oak and orange peel.
Yeah, it did bring the oak out.
And the punch is
Wow.
gone. I'm no
Yes.
longer punched in the
Yes,
nose now.
it mellowed out that proof big time.
Yes.
Now it is super smooth, but it
Yes.
took some of the sweetness away.
Right.
It took the heat away. It went down. I taste caramel too, besides the oak, and it went down
Yeah.
smooth. And again, the same flavor throughout as it goes down. The finish is the same. Yeah, the
What you
heat's
get at the
gone.
front of the palate goes all the way through. To me,
Still good.
Me too.
still good.
I can already tell you I like it better neat.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yes, me too.
I'm not getting quite as many of the flavors with ice.
No.
Like I said, the oak, which we knew it was gonna be oak. Even says Barrell on the label.
Yeah.
Can't say nothing about that. When it's aged, when it's got bourbon in there that's been aged for 16 years,
Right.
it's gonna have some oakiness to it. But it was less pronounced neat than it is
Yes.
over
true.
ice.
I
I
agree.
wouldn't, not saying I don't like it over ice. I just think it's a bit better neat.
I do too.
And maybe with a couple splash drops of water, it may be just perfect. I've seen several of them like that. And,
Maybe we'll have to try that someday.
Yes.
yeah, that'd be another thing. We'll do
Yeah,
the
drop
drops
'em.
and see if the drop is better or not.
And see if it's really so much different than having an ice cube in it versus 2
Right.
drops of water.
Now, we weren't into bourbon as much then as we are now, but from what I understand, I think it was I guess you say the one that got the most great reviews of this, going all the way back to batch 1, was 18.
Okay.
And they said that they tried their best to recreate 18 with 31.
Okay.
So,
Okay, well, that's something.
Interesting. Yeah.
And the odds, I don't know how hard it'd be to actually find another 31 out there, but
Yeah, because that's over a year and a half
Yeah.
old at this point. So
he just
finding
looked
30
up running across
Yeah.
this one.
Um, but when I saw some online saying they just came out with 36, I went over and looked at my bottle and said, wait, that's 31.
We'll have another 5.
Yeah. They've had 5 more since that. Okay. Well, so I would give this
Neat.
8.3, and I'd give it about a 7.8.
Nice.
Nice.
Neat, I would give it a 7.5. On ice, 6.5.
Ooh, that's a big drop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would give it neat, right at a little over an 8, and on ice, just under an 8. But 2 thumbs up all the way,
Oh, yeah.
both ways. It's good
A
stuff.
thumb and a half.
It's good.
Is that all the way, both ones, or what?
Yeah.
She just said overall.
Overall.
1.5.
Overall.
Well, I mean, you're not a fan of that high proof anyway,
Right,
generally.
this
So
is-
yeah, I can
Yes.
see that. I can see that for you. I can
There
see
are plenty others back here that I prefer that cost half as much.
that. And
And
in
that's just
that-
me, because I want the smooth, the sweet, and not a lot of ethanol, not a lot of,
Well, I would say another thing on smell.
and I don't like oak.
On smell, I give this a 9.5. It's unbelievable. Smell.
Yeah,
It's
the
a
smell on this
This is a
is,
great smelling
Yes.
bourbon. There's maybe 2 or 3 other ones that would be that or higher that I can think of, but this was definitely up there. Great smell.
yeah, when you, and I'm gonna be interested to see what it's gonna taste like in a couple of weeks after it's,
Once it's aired out. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be different.
All right, man. I guess this will wrap this one up. Because,
when we go on vacation next month, I'll bring it.
okay, we'll see if there's any change.
Yeah,
All right. Well, Barrel Bourbon, cask strength.
I recommend.
Yeah, I do recommend try it if you hadn't tried it. And maybe the next
It's very
batch.
good. It's very good. I don't want my opinion to think I didn't like it. It's very good.
And the more I'm sipping on it, I'm
It's
getting
in
more-
my
I'm
top
getting-
10. It's not in my top 5. How about that?
I'm getting more sweet. It's tend to get sweeter on me
Yeah.
Try it one time.
the more I drink it.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Good.
thanks. All right.
I'm done.
All right. Well, until next time,
Yep.
just get our shot. You give it a try, see what you think.
All right.
And
Like I'm saying, thanks again for being here. We appreciate it. Please like, please subscribe, and we'll see you again. Bye.
we'll see ya.